Welcome back. This is the second part of the Tien Haikoes, part two, um, for the Vredevoort Koepel. It's the revision work basically, but also just for those who didn't have the notes last time because I didn't refer to the notes in my previous one. Okay, so that's why I'm doing a new revised one. Wêrelderfenis, World Heritage, is the haiku hier. En ons koepels keer allangs perforasies van mensdom middeldeur, and our dome tears along the perforations of man's humanity. The Vredevoort crater is a well-known World Heritage Site actually. It is a place of big importance, and people are busy destroying it. Not just that, the earth in that matter, for that matter. So yeah, the dome, it belongs to everybody, and there's a pun on the word mensdom, because actually you normally spell it as one word, as you can, but here the emphasis is being placed on mens and dom, that our actions could be construed as stupidity, and obviously it refers to the actions of man on the earth, and our people have used the resources of the earth in a way that is harmful to the earth and to themselves as well, which yeah, is being this, it's ironic type of a topic, heritage, as saying you're not leaving anything for the next generation. Okay, so from that point of view, just to move on, um, this particular stanza don't really go in detail with the actual stanza. It speaks just on the surface of it, because it says literally, it just speaks about the erfenis, but there's other information also here. Where does it tear? Where does the actual dome tear? It tears along the seams where it's supposed to come together. That is where it tears. It tears in the perforations, where people meet. Okay, that place, that is where we're losing heritage. Okay, so it's very interesting that the heritage is shown to be tearing in the places where it's supposed to come together. And one thing that obviously comes to mind very clearly is humanity themselves, human beings themselves, being custodians of their own heritage. Okay, because each person, when they meet another person, brings your heritage. And if it doesn't meet, it stays apart. It's tearing on that seam there. Okay, and we are on that verge of a lot of hassle in the world because humanity cannot get it right to bring things together. Stanza 8, besoedeling, which flows from the fact that human beings are destroying the earth. No, after all of this, because human beings can't come together, and there are capitalist notions of for me and me for me. If I can make more and sell it to you, so you now I can cut down forests, I kill all the animals. Nou moet dier en duif jus van die rook en roet verbyl en treksaagpoet. And just to go to the poem and analyze word by word. Now must animal and dove, which is symbolic for all animals, choke, become hoarse of the smoke and soot, and they must pay for the axe and the handsaw, man's tools of destruction, ancient tools of destruction, and it symbolizes general destruction. Obviously, the emphasis on the duif, the D and the D, the R, dier en duif, rook en roet, byl en boet. Those powerful words there emphasizes the effect of man's effect on the world. And then stanza 9, there's a prayer of thanks. Heer, Lord, ons paaie lê uitgeteer oor brûe met water onderdeur. Lord, our roads are tarred across bridges with water running below. Is a prayer, in a way, it is almost like it's a statement, but they're not asking anything. You can see it's a thanksgiving, but also, what are they saying? They're saying we got roads that are starred and we got bridges over the water passages. So at least we have preserved some of the nature by not invading the water. We gave attention that there was water flowing and we put bridges over it. So literally it is roads that is made by tar, but uitgeteer has two meanings that word. The one meaning is starred out and the other meaning is undernourished, malnourished. So just to read the notes here, a man influenced on nature, tarred roads, bridges are among unnatural edifices, and it encroach on nature, yet the water is still there, continues to flow underneath. Perhaps flow of water means there's still hope, there's recovery, that there's still stuff that's there that is important. So from that point, it refers to a double meaning, your own life. Because for some people, the roads are tarred and they have bridges over obstacles. For others, there's no tarred road. So the prayer has the dual meaning. It could come from a particular angle as well. Okay. Like I said, the word uitgeteer has a dual meaning as well as a pun. Because it also means starve spiritually. You got the road to travel, a journey on this earth. And some people's roads are tarred and it is paved with beauty. And others they must swim oceans. They need to, go through jungle. They need to fight their way through. So this particular stanza speaks about a prayer of thanksgiving, which could be also for other people a different prayer, because it's not the same for everybody. Not everybody has cars to drive on roads. Not everybody has the means to live lives that is, smooth sailing. So it has different meanings. Tien Haikoes is the last stanza. It's like the 10, like a lot of people say 7 is a complete number. 10 is also complete in another sense, because we have 10 fingers, 10 toes. It's complete. Completion of 10 commandments, the biblical reference to 10 commandments. 10 could be the ultimate number as well. The 10th, and it ends up with back, a fist, again a fist. The fist, first of all, was a fist of stone. Now it's a face van swaal en vuur, a fist of fire and brimstone. Gaan diskant ons groot ekskuus, weer kom asemhaal. So a fist of fire and brimstone will, in spite of our great excuse, take breath again. Fire and brimstone will come down, yet again will it give life to it, because there is a promise somewhere, if you read scriptures, that it will not again be destroyed by water, but it was destroyed by a meteorite, according to that first stanza. Now they're saying the end could be different, could be ended in fire and brimstone. Now people who believe it literally, that the fire is already under the earth, it's flowing through the lava lakes, and other people believe it will come from top, also the raining of fire from heaven. It's very interesting ideas. But then they say, face van swaal en vuur gaan diskant on the other side of our great excuse. It's going to come breath again. Weer kom asemhaal. So the poet is forcing in a few ideas here. I think groot excuse in capital letters, saying that there's that it looks like You will have to make an excuse, big excuse for your life. You will have to be accountable for what you've done, how you've lived on earth. Could be. So there's a few interesting ideas in this particular stanza that is thrown around. Refers to God's intervention. First off, in the Bible, the Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed by fire and brimstone. It's a biblical city that was destroyed in a certain way. The story is told that fire rained down. It refers to that intertextuality. And then example of alliteration. Tien Haikoes reminds of a haikus, one which is described as a meteorite. This completes a circular nature. So that's where the 10 comes in. Circular nature. When the meteorite hit the earth, it destroyed everything, but also the beginning of life. In the same way, the poet implies that the last stanza, that man dies and life will be regenerated. It's like believing in life after death, that there will be life, that the earth and death is not the end of it all, that death could be a start of new life in a different way, not in the same way as you knew it. So it's very interesting ideas, but very deep on a level that is philosophical in a very strong sense, and also spiritual in another sense. So just starting out with that, I'm going to end this section here. I'll just do the recapping of it, and then I'll do the questions in the final third part. The title shows that there's 10 haikus. Each haiku is indicating as a title on its own, the story of the Vredefort Koepel, origination of it. Each haiku represents a stage in creation and destruction of this world heritage site. In the poem, there's a reference made of the creation story, this intertextuality, and certain similarities may be noted here and there. The poem has a circular form, and at the end, the speaker says that when people die, men die, humanity dies, there will be new life. The metaphorical language here, there's alliteration, the repetition of short intervals, cliff, klip, face, klap, klank, boots. Nou bootsing van die klank, winter is weg, so that is done through the poem. Roet en rook, dier en duif, byl en boet, face van swaal en vuur. Personification, quite a few menslike eienskappe given to lifeless things there. Human characteristics, the ground, the pak in jou hand van jou lyf. So, and there's quite a bit of metaphors also. The beeld word, metaphors is when it's not being compared to something, but it says it is that. And the ground is die bakke van jou lewe, nie soos die bakke van jou lewe nie, but it is said that it is the bakke van jou lewe, van jou life. And there's quite a few bit of wordplay in this poem, right through the whole poem. Okay. It doesn't refer only to the literal destruction of the earth, a meteorite, 80 hours 8. Also the beginning of new life that comes out of the earth. Okay, smacks life out of the earth. That also said it comes out of the earth. Life comes out of the earth. So interessant, 80 aarde 8. Windijselijke nagte, wordplay. Could be icy cold nights, also long nights. IJselijke, it means huge. Can also means long in terms of nights. Klip hard and hard, we refer to that already. Prayer of thanks, uitgeteer. Uitgeteer has two meanings. The irony is also in this poem, because people that is made of dust rule over dust. So kind rule over kind. It's also interesting. Intertextuality comes through all the time, that they use the Bible stories to show the similarity between the creation of the Vredefort Koepel and the creation of the earth. Okay, I'm going to just stop there and I'll do the questions in the part 3. Okay, join me then. Thank you.